Alrighty. Super Bowl rematch. Yeah, it's weird. I played a game earlier. I haven't used it at all really because we don't have any like data left, so I can't install much. I ended up re-signing Carlos Dunlap. Yeah, I cut him to get like 11 mil and signed him back for 3.
We've got a lot of rain falling right now at CenturyLink Field in downtown Seattle. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game.
Yeah, I'm kicking him.
A moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Seattle Seahawks.
The helmet. The helmet's still there.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones.
I knew what it was too. You could cut it inside.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
7-yard line. Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea.
Is he not a good blocker?
Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he's dropped right at the
Yeah, Jacob Hollister isn't the best blocker either.
Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 40-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Minshew to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Kyle Pitts your guy now. Just your rookies.
Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they
Is he what, wide receiver 3?
making a nice play, even though it
So
was
slot.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
And the Jaguar
Oh.
first down.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
13 yards.
Yeah, I feel it.
First down, Jacksonville.
Out of the gun is Minshew.
Whoa, that's open.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the return will stop right around the 25. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
a confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback.
Got all the superstars on defense.
He
Why?
watched them on tape. I think he
Feels like you're gonna get the tackles crown again with Schobert.
And it very well could be, but early in this one, advantage defense.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play.
Was he just tackling Kelsey?
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
From the shotgun.
The scary catch-up man, is that what you said earlier? Oh shit. I did. He's a junior, so
You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going. Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Bro, I don't know if you saw my stats from my game last night against the Bears. Like, almost all of my incompletions were drops by Jacob Hollister. And I was trying to feed him, and he just wasn't holding on to the ball.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Wilson to his left. He'll try and run it.
I've been doing this a lot more this season.
Getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
Now how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned
Bruh,
it into positive yardage
my offensive
and
line
slid
is
down to
dog
avoid
shit.
taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
3rd and 2, now Wilson. And that will be incomplete. And that one off the mark, a little late with a throw.
4th and 2 on the 40.
Incomplete. Results in a 4th down.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon.
For the Seahawks.
I had max wind in my game against the Bears.
And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side
I had like a
judge
12-mile-an-hour
says. He
cross
says
wind.
out at the 8-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't he?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the
Come
air.
on, Jordan, stand his ass up. That's one thing I kind of. That's like the one regret I have with playing Jamal Adams at linebackers. Brooks gets no playing time unless I'm in the 4-3. Which, outside of user games, I am never in.
Minshew sets to throw. Flush to his right.
Oh, that guy's way
Now
faster.
he'll pull it down. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here.
DJ Turk is like, I want it. I'm open.
No doubt about it. The ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for.
DJ Reed, the permanent return man this season. Was this your draft pick, the punter?
Fair catch called for. No gimme in these conditions, but he's able to look this one in. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt.
Exactly. So you're going to induce a lot of fair catches that way. You don't have a leg.
The line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your
Oh,
feet.
no. He tripped.
You start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15. They go play action with Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. That's caught by Hollister.
Oh, yeah, Jake.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards on the play, first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And a 6-yard
I haven't been running that much in my non-user games. I've just been
He was solid
cooking.
last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
No score
Damn.
after
I
one
didn't get the
on
offside.
EA Sports.
No score.
Oh, no.
Line of scrimmage to 43 on 2nd and 4.
I joined one of the other leagues, and they do 8-minute quarters with no Excel clock.
That one going to be complete to David Moore.
It takes...
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That one a first down pickup.
You wanted to hit David?
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete.
Jacob Hollister.
Come up with it, they did.
God.
And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance.
Hey, how's it going?
Because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had
You had an
running backs
ineligible
talk to me
man
about that.
downfield.
And when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions,
Did you see
the
it?
ball gets away from them. They've got to find a
Your,
good
I think it was your
balance.
center or your left guard went just straight forward to the, like, the 30-yard line and then backed off.
Now Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be third down.
Woody Pay has 3 sacks through 3 games.
And it brings up third down.
Now Minshew. Escaping the
Ooh.
pressure right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay.
Yeah, it causes me to throw a bunch of picks as well.
Getting outside of the pocket, extending the play, and making a
Like
bad
that's,
throw turns into 6 points
I think
the other way.
all but one of my interceptions this season.
Vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Oh, Rondale Moore is your kick return.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard
All right,
line,
Malik.
so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
At their own 28-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on the
He's not
short
playing
passes
this week
on
in
the
real life,
perimeter.
is he?
Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best
Is
runner.
it Mike Glennon
and get
again?
out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
I can't swim
He's gonna
move
take
your
another
center.
shot here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half.
Shit.
I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls. when you've had that kind of
that.
success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a third interception.
Cover the running back, Shaquem.
The open man is sharp. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out.
I knew I was fucked on that.
Conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
Because Wagner was on the mid-read
Now
in
Minshew
cover
on
2 and
1st
not
10.
Jamal.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
On the Seahawks 49-yard line.
On second down, it's Jones. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
I don't remember what a acrobat on
There, move the chains.
Andre.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
That.
Jones.
Oh, shit.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Gain of 15.
Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And the Jaguars are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. And he will get this into the
Damn
end
it.
zone
I
for a
committed up the
Jaguar
gut.
touchdown. Aaron Jones.
I committed up the gut,
Touchdown of
and
the
I guessed
season. And
wrong.
the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying
And
this
I'm
one
not.
up.
Quandre Diggs isn't real life Jamal Adams, so I couldn't get you by the ankles.
Goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on
I know.
that one. I'm not
Well, I mean,
sure
I
how
came
much
from the
he
other side as
understands the
Quandre,
preparations that go into
like
a
from the
game
left
for
side of the
offensive
O-line, but he's
because
just
there's a
not quick
reason that
enough to
running
catch
backs
up
and
to the running
quarterbacks give
back.
them big gifts
Or
at the end of the
DJ.
season after a big year. The consistency and the confidence it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
25-yard line.
Here's the
DJ
Seattle
Reed
offense
is
ready to
not
get
very
this
fast.
drive underway. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown.
I mean, neither was Travis. Holy shit, Saquon.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things
You
up.
know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back
I'm
up.
still getting used to having Metcalf as wide receiver
On second
1.
and 15 now. Wilson, he's got a man, complete. Tyler Lockett.
Oh, did you get Keanu Neal in free agency? I forgot about that.
Tyler Lockett, an 80-yard touchdown. And the
Yeah, that fake screenplay either results in a strip sack or a big game. No in betweens.
To regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind
My
of
boy
take a step
Don
back
Smith
and
is on
have
the
to get
kickoff
yourself regrouped.
formation.
They
Yeah,
regrouped in a hurry,
a
didn't
shitty
they?
draft
They
picks.
attacked back after they've been tied.
In a big way, that was a statement.
Atta boy Don.
Touchdown.
Don and Jordan.
At their own 26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw it, Minshew. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Oh, come on.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Good work after the
I thought I
catch,
could have
gets
tackled him.
15 and a first down. They don't need to run another
Bruh,
play
Shaquem Griffin's got like 90 speed.
Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's a first down throw that's complete. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
5 for 9 for
13 yards as
54.
they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. Now Minshew has it knocked out, fumble. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right, got the lucky bounce, able
Who's
to
your
retain
backup?
possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks'
One of your
hands. Is that really
draft
a big
picks,
deal?
man.
It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
God, he's huge. Is he? He's not Florida, is he?
Again,
Both
Minshew
Kyles
looking to
coming from
throw.
Florida.
And he will find his
Boy,
man
Shaq.
on the outside. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard.
My D-line this year is so weird. It's like only one person is in the same spot as they were last year. Like Shaquem and Dunlap switched spots, and Kwity Paye is my rush D tackle.
Here's Minshew.
Yeah.
Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And down inside the
There it is. The secure tackler had to come in and take him down.
16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
Minshew's voice in Madden isn't nearly as deep as it should be. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I know. How's that on? How's that not on me?
Get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches. That's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
I don't think I could.
Flushed out right. It won't be a sack, but it's no.
It's not a sack.
Second down.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
Scrimmage once again, the 5 as they get ready.
For my game against the
2nd and goal.
Texans, Deshaun Watson didn't have an incompletion until like his 20th pass attempt.
Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Oh, come on, Shaquille. That's holding, man.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
How much time is left?
CD
4 seconds.
This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment and you have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Superstar kick. Ain't that?
He sends this one away. This is DJ Reed returning. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there. They may want to take one more shot before the clock
Nice
runs
pass
out.
by Travis Homer.
Thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports halftime report.
Hey, it's like we
Here's
just did
Jonathan
this.
Coachman. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And ultimately,
Oh,
get this
God.
out to the 20.
If I had a little more speed, I could have swerved that.
1st and 10 at their own
Kyle Pitts.
24-yard line.
Jack Cohn's on my practice
Seahawks
squad.
take over now, 1st and 10 at
Both
their own
QBs I
23.
drafted are on my practice squad. No,
He'll drop it off with
he was a
Saquon
59.
Barkley. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
It's time for them to be good teammates right
Was
here.
Star better?
That is, possess the ball for a little
Was that
while,
Mr.
get
Irrelevant?
first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson flushed to
Oof.
his right. But when this ball's
Yep.
tipped and intercepted, picked up by JC Jackson.
Throwing on
And
the
he'll get this
run.
back to the 32-yard line.
And then me not having
So
dashing
opening
dead on
drive
Russell Wilson
interception to begin this
is
second
the
half.
reason I throw
Just think about the time
interceptions.
you spend in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half.
I have Hot Route
The way
Master
they saw it,
instead of
the way they
dashing
drew it
Deadeye.
up, you find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is
So
live.
like a
and
couple
now
of
they
hot
can find a way out
routes,
of this hole.
and so I can put better abilities on my backs and receivers.
At the 32-yard line.
Because he cannot throw on the run to save his life.
Again, it's Jones. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Brandon, we talk all the time about
Again,
this
any
coverage.
play under
These guys
pressure,
do
it's an
one
interception.
thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL,
Unless I underthrow it to DK Metcalf on like a comeback route.
part covered.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Minshew throwing on 3rd down. It's a short one here, complete to his
Big
tight end.
tackle.
And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
What?
So on 4th down, Jags kicker Josh Lambo comes on. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And Lambo will put this one through, and the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead.
Oh, Russell.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them
Well, yeah,
to
'cause the
settle for 3.
primary
It does feel like
special
settling when
teams
that happens,
formation
doesn't it?
It
is
certainly
fun.
does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their
You got
hip
up.
pocket for these types of situations. What can we do
Torn
to
ACL
slow down the
last season.
onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
My fourth
It
corner
really
is
has,
Ugo
especially
Amadi.
as of late. He's going to take off with it. And he gets this up across the 30.
Actually, no, I put DJ Reed at cornerback number
The
4.
rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career.
But
but
Russell
he's
Wilson's
still a
like
threat to go,
the leading
showing it
rusher.
there, picking up the first down. From the gun, Wilson eluding the pressure
At the
right
feet.
to the right side, and he's got more complete. And he goes down, but not before getting his
boy,
inside
David.
the 25. 39 yards finds the distance covered on the catch and run.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls.
I know.
Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing.
That's like what happened with me with Darrell Taylor and Luke Wilson last season. Like, oh my God. Good thing I drafted Amon-Ra St. Brown, man. My wide receiver after St.
Their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side.
Oh, that is such a piss poor spot.
And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And all the way down inside the 5.
Yes. If I fumble, bruised quad. Yes. You are staying in the game. I don't care if your mama does.
If you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he is in for the
There
season
it is.
touchdown.
He didn't get hit by the D tackle.
His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in.
You want to know who my left guard is, Lucas?
Marrying up.
Haynes.
When you get on a guy, you just stay right there. And each
Phil
guy has his
Haynes.
own assignment. That allowed the runner to make
He's
the
our
big move
backup
towards the
left
end
guard,
zone.
or one of our backup linemen.
And a nice return sets him up pretty
In
good
real
here
life.
right at the 30-yard line.
Because I don't know if Upati, I just didn't re-sign him. I don't know if he retired or not. Dwayne Brown retired, so Trey Hill plays left tackle.
It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just I like the way you described
Dunbar,
it. Not
really?
ideal.
He's a
They'll
wide
take it.
receiver.
Anything to put some points on the board. This time on offense, they don't even want to see the field.
Dunbar's good at clamping wide receiver number 1. That's about all he's
That'll
good
be
at.
going for 6. And he stopped
Boy, big
immediately
legs.
there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
That.
Because diagnosed is perfect
Yes.
on that one. Read his keys,
Shaquem Griffin
made
and
the
pass.
play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
It's caught. Jones. And he is going to have a JAX first down. He's able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. Now a first down carry by Jones.
Shaq.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column. That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and
see Chris
detecting it
Carson.
and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he will have a Jaguars
Bobby
first
Wagner's
down as
in
they're
the
able to get the
zone.
3rd down conversion.
I'm trying to time that and swat it. You got a hit stick. 3 hit stick tackles puts him in the
They'll
zone.
throw here out of the gun. Open man is Samuel, complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I love the drive they're working on here.
I'm playing
because
like
they know they
real
can take
Seattle
the lead
defense right
down.
now.
And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
God,
And
Use it on the run,
Behind the
Shaquem.
line of scrimmage, back at the 6. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Definitely not how you want to start things on 1st down, and you don't want to panic. A field goal could get you closer, but you have to think to yourself, can we even get another shot?
Shit.
At this point, to me, the thinking has to be touchdown.
And that is
Poona Ford isn't that good in pass coverage, I'll let you know that. I got usered on him, so I had to, because I was in the 4-3, so when I have that nickel formation, I usually put Shaquem Griffin I put him in pass coverage in the flat. And he was, they're just 3rd downs and stuff like that, because he's not that big of a pass rusher. So I'll just put him in coverage every now and again.
How many times in the course of a game do you talk about momentum plays? And I think we just saw one there. Just scored, right?
Just took the lead.
Just took the lead, went downfield,
Williams.
got the ball free again and picked it up.
Well,
They got a chance
that's
to really
game.
get the momentum on their side now.
And now they'll try to pile on. In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Oh, no, he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. So they recover their own fumble.
Was that
Now
number
they
2
face
today?
3rd and short. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And they corral him just
Yep,
a
I'm losing this game
couple
because I
yards shy
can't
of
play
the end zone.
defense.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. It's the fullback with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's
And DJ Reed can't return, and you're kicking into the wind, so.
not a good play.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
All right, candidate.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Not looking good for me. I can't make a stop on defense anymore.
But neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball.
Wilson
And now
got hit.
another turnover as this one's intercepted.
GG.
Picked up by Keanu Neal. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been.
Anytime Russell Wilson gets touched, he throws an interception. That's how it works.
Preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Gotta figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They'll go again to Jones. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
Aaron Jones.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time.
If he fumbled, I was legit gonna quit. I need a new kick returner and a new tight end.
That's the good news, but this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets into the third.
I was trying to throw to David Moore, but snap.
Operating from the gun. Wilson steps away to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Jacob Hollister, the one he was looking for, but it's going to be second down
at the 22-yard line.
Is it Brian?
Throwing again. Wilson gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you
Were you Taven Bryan or whatever? Did you rough?
Having poise at this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got it second and goal as they look for a late touchdown. The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. Jacob Hollister, the one he was looking for. But now it's third and goal. It's Wilson on the option. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Jags grab it. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, 20,
It is.
10, and that should just about do it.
Quarterback in Madden.
To the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown.
No, he wasn't.
The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again
I saw
on that
the
one, and it could be.
It wasn't the shitty animation.
If the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Oh, fuck it. Danucci's playing. Because Russell Wilson can't do anything.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Now a desperation throw. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Out of the gun is Minshew, escaping the pressure right. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. And on that one, the protection
I think it's right bumper.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Jaguars 41.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time. See if the defense, you know, their Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Now the Seahawks use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson, and he slings one that's incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. But now it's 3rd down, and this will be well too low.
Well, you got the best of me this time because of the Madden cheese.
Pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense.
No wonder Tyler Lockett isn't wide receiver 1
And that
anymore.
would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson being chased out left. Now this is taken in. It's complete. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before
Hollister not finished yet. He's trying to lose the game.
at least for the moment.
That was just the turning point, the Hollister fumble.
Wilson will throw again. That's caught by Hollister. A gain of 6 there.
Let's
on
go.
first. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is
None of my receivers can hang on to the ball.
a lot of force
None.
bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Fuck
Another
his
zone
Saints, bro.
defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Again, Wilson. And that is incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep.
Yeah,
Try to
he
throw
did
three
the
out
same
under
thing.
it
He's supposed to
and hope you
run
connect
like an
downfield.
outside wheel.
On that play, they run successful.
Fourth down. Here's Wilson. Forced out to his left. He's going to let it fly. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with
Why
such
did that animation kick in? I had you beat.
This defense will take over right at midfield. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Why didn't you move? Come on, test me. Let's go. Test me. Yeah. Let's go. Me and DJ Shark. Let's go. B-Wags and DJ Shark.
Now hold it right here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And they'll indeed take a knee. And the clock will roll down to zeros. 4 weeks in, 4-0. I don't think anybody needs to alert the 72 Dolphins just yet, but great start to the season.
Great start. How about taking a knee at the end? And there's no better feeling for a team than to do that, to close out a victory. But you're
Jamal
right,
Adams is
Florida,
on.
they're sending a message to
He's
the
on the
rest of
team.
league. They're going to be tough to deal with.
Jamal Adams is on your
Charles,
team.
it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of
Was it
points.
41-28?
Continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Jacksonville, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Seattle, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gordon saying so long, everybody.
Oh, Travis only had a pass. Well, my winning streak had to end eventually. At 23.